Hello, everybody. So last month I posted a video on YouTube about wanting to make a YouTube channel. And I described the channel and my heart and why I wanted to create it, etc., etc. And I have not done anything about that since I posted that video. And for a lot of reasons, including the fact that work's been really busy and there's been a lot going on. But I know a large part of it is also because I am not feeling particularly confident about doing this. So I was chatting to a friend about it yesterday, and I was saying to her maybe my first YouTube video should be about the fact that I'm struggling to make my first video. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Juanito, and I also go by Jay, or as my family or the people back home call me Nito, which is the second part of my name. And I live by this motto, which is to be someone. And the reason for that is because I have been enormously blessed in my own life with lots of someones, people God has sort of sent on my journey to help me, to motivate me, to encourage me, to resource me, and all of the things you need to really step into what your potential is and what the world has to offer. And I've just had that my entire life, and I've wanted like my biggest desire has always just been to be that for as many people as possible. And so that's the reason why I wanted to start this channel. I've been lucky that I've had the ability to do that in different ways in the work that I do. But I also wanted to create space in my personal time and in my personal capacity for that as well, hence this YouTube video. And I have been sitting on it, and it's just been so incredibly difficult for me to follow through with this. And I know, like, I think maybe some of you might be able to resonate with that. When you have like this idea in your head and it sounds amazing, and you have all of these affirming messages saying that it is definitely a good idea, and this distance between feeling genuinely deeply feeling like this is the thing that you're needing to do, then having it affirmed by a whole lot of people, and then the voices in your head who is just not aligning with that vision or that desire. And so that's what I'm struggling with at the moment. And I mean, there's lots of noise. There's what do I speak about? How do I formulate this so that it is actually valuable to a whole lot of people, particularly young people? How do I stay true and authentic in my delivery of this content, and all of those things, and it's just like one sort of block after the other. And I have to be honest and say that I've managed to hide behind some really good excuses. Like I've really had like a couple of really hectic months at work with stuff happening, and I have been struggling mentally and not being able to sort of have like consistently good days, because I know like every day is not going to be good, but I've just had more bad days than good days in the last couple of months. And there's some big shifts that I'm needing to make, and so there's been a lot of like really good reasons for me to not follow through and to not do this thing, which I guess I am doing now. So yeah, So I guess I am not entirely sure what is the thing that pushes, like what is the thing that moves you beyond the loud voices in your head that tends to slow you down or tends to make you feel like you don't have the capacity or you don't have the skills or you don't have or like what you do won't matter or count or like, you know, whatever. I'm not entirely sure. Like I often go through this where I'm like, I have these ideas in my head, I want to do something. And sometimes it happens for me and I push through. There's a job that I want to apply for, or there's an opportunity that I want to apply for and I really wanted. I figure out a way to put myself in the best possible position to get that. And sometimes that really works and I do. And sometimes it doesn't, obviously, because life. But I don't quite know what is the thing that moves the needle and almost moves you beyond what your mind convinces you to be true to what is actually true. And what is actually true is that I have a very good voice. And not just in terms of like being able to speak, but I've got some really, really good things to share. And I've got a heart for people, I've got a heart for young people, and I really, really want to make it so that you can learn from some of the stuff that I've been through so that you maybe don't have to go through the same difficulties. And I have lots of experience and exposure that I think would be valuable to people, and that those are the things that are true. But there is just this mental hurdle that is so difficult to overcome. And no matter how many times I do it, it doesn't necessarily get easier. And I don't know if there's like a point in life, like when you're older and more experienced, where you are able to move past those hurdles and those voices faster. But for me, it just, like every time I come up against it, it is hard and it takes me a while to get there. And sometimes I don't, sometimes I just give up and I don't do the thing that I said I would do, or I feel the desire to do. And other times I do follow through and it happens. And so yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at the moment. So I don't know, like I think it's still valuable, and I want to get to that place where I feel not comfortable, because I don't think I'm gonna be 100% comfortable about this, but I want to feel like I can do this, even if it is uncomfortable, and even if I don't know what the outcome will be or the response will be. And yeah, to be honest, I'm just not there. So, and I don't know what it's gonna take me to get there. Yeah, that's my story at the moment. So watch this space. I might, you know, have like a whole mental transformation next week, or next month or next year. And then the content will start flowing on this channel. But for now, I'm just not there. And I think that it's okay to feel that way. And I think it's also okay to share that with you guys. And so what I'm going to practice on myself, and what I hope you would practice on yourself as well, is some grace and patience, and also trust that it will come when it comes. Bye bye, everybody.